morning, Sarah. How are you today?
Good morning, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So, I hear you've been having some trouble with your English studies. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. I really want to improve, but I'm facing a few problems.
I'm glad you brought this up. Remember, every problem has a solution. How about we make a list of the things you find difficult?
Sure, that sounds good.
Okay, let's start with the first problem. What's the biggest challenge you're facing?
Well, I feel really scared to talk to others in English. I'm afraid I will make mistakes, and people will laugh at me.
That's a very common fear. Sarah, many students feel the same way. But remember, making mistakes is a part of learning. Have you ever noticed how babies learn to talk?
Yes, they just keep trying until they get it right.
Exactly, and no one laughs at them for trying. Think of yourself as a language learner in the same way. You're learning, and it's okay to make mistakes. The important thing is to practice.
But how can I practice if I'm too scared?
Start with a safe environment. Try speaking English with friends or family members who are supportive and won't judge you. You can also join an English-speaking club or find a language partner online. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Another idea is to talk to yourself in English at home. Describe what you're doing or what you're planning for the day.
Talking to myself in English. That sounds interesting. I never thought of that before.
It really helps, and it gets you comfortable with forming sentences and using new vocabulary. Speaking of which, what's the next problem you're facing?
I always forget the words I learn. I try to remember them, but they just slip away.
That's another common issue. Have you tried using flashcards?
Yes, but it doesn't seem to help much.
Flashcards are a good start, but you need to use the words in real sentences. When you learn a new word, try to use it in a sentence immediately. Also, try to associate the word with a picture or a story. For example, if you learn the word apple, think of a story about an apple or draw a picture of one.
I see. Making connections might help me remember better.
Exactly. Another method is to keep a vocabulary journal. Write down new words, their meanings, and example sentences. Then review your journal regularly. And don't forget to read a lot in English. Books, articles, and even comic strips can help you see how words are used in context.
That makes sense. I'll start a vocabulary journal. But what about understanding what others are saying? People speak so fast.
That can be challenging. One technique is to listen to English at a slower speed. You can do this with YouTube videos or podcasts by adjusting the playback speed. Also, try to watch English movies or shows with subtitles. First, watch with subtitles in your language, then in English, and finally without subtitles. This will gradually improve your listening skills.
I didn't know I could slow down videos. I'll definitely try that. Is there anything else I can do?
Yes, try to improve your listening skills by listening to different accents and types of English. Watch different kinds of shows. Listen to different speakers and try to mimic their speech. This will help you get used to various speaking styles and speeds. Additionally, practice active listening. This means fully concentrating, understanding, responding, and then remembering what is being said.
Active listening sounds useful. How do I practice it?
Start by listening to short audio clips or conversations, and then summarize what you heard. You can also write down keywords while listening. This will help you focus on the main ideas and details. Another tip is to engage in conversations regularly. Ask people to repeat or explain if you don't understand something. Most people are happy to help.
These are great tips. I feel a bit better now.
That's great to hear. What other problems are you facing?
I also find grammar really confusing. There are so many rules, and I can't remember all of them.
Grammar can be tricky, but you don't need to learn all the rules at once. Focus on one rule at a time and practice it until you're comfortable. For example, you can spend a week practicing the present perfect tense. Write sentences, speak them out loud, and look for examples in books or articles.
That's a good idea. I often try to learn too much at once and get overwhelmed.
Exactly. Take it step by step. Also, try to notice grammar in real-life contexts. When you read or listen to English, pay attention to how sentences are structured. This can help you understand how the rules are applied naturally.
I'll try that. What about pronunciation? Sometimes I feel like I'm not pronouncing words correctly, and people don't understand me.
Pronunciation is important, and it takes practice. One method is to listen and repeat. Find recordings of native speakers and mimic their pronunciation. Use dictionaries that provide phonetic symbols. You can also use apps specifically designed for pronunciation practice. Additionally, recording yourself speaking and then listening to the recording can help you identify areas for improvement.
Recording myself, that sounds a bit strange, but you'll give it a try.
It might feel strange at first, but it's very effective. Hearing yourself can make you more aware of your pronunciation and help you make adjustments. Also, practice speaking slowly and clearly as you become more comfortable. You can gradually increase your speed.
Okay, I will practice that. One more thing, I sometimes feel lost when I try to write in English. My sentences don't seem to flow well.
Writing can be challenging, but it's all about practice. Start by writing short paragraphs on topics you enjoy. Don't worry too much about grammar and vocabulary at first. Just get your ideas down. Then revise and edit your work. Look for ways to improve your sentences and make them flow better. Reading a lot can also help you improve your writing. Notice how sentences and paragraphs are structured in the books and articles you read.
I see. I guess I need to write more often.
Exactly, and don't be afraid to ask for feedback. Show your writing to teachers, friends, or even use online platforms where people can give you constructive feedback. It's a great way to learn and improve.
These tips are very helpful. I feel more confident about tackling these problems now.
You're very welcome, Sarah. I'm here to help you. Remember, learning a language is a journey. It takes time and effort, but with persistence, you'll get there. If you have any more questions or need more help, just let me know.
I will. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, Sarah. Keep practicing and stay positive. Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can check out other helpful educational content on this channel. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more helpful content.